Jessica, what's your relationship with Evolution Advisors?
Yep, so I'm the General Manager of ARB Newcastle and Out of Town 4-Wheel Drive.
Yep.
And we're a small family business operating on a large scale, and we've been dealing with Evolution Advisors for over 25 years now. So yeah, long-term relationship.
So it must be working.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it is. I guess being a family business and being in business for the long term and wanting that longevity out of our business, we look for partnerships in a similar kind of fashion. So they treat us like family, and that's what makes it work, I think. Yeah.
So,
And you could just see from the start there was a point of difference for their firm. It's not like, your cookie cutter style of accountancy firm. They actually are invested in what you do. They're invested in your life, and they see what your goals are, and they try to put people around you to get you in the right direction.
what do you think there's a point of difference between this company and others in the sector?
Clearly, I was referred actually to John O'Shea by another colleague who found that there was a family or a sincerity about their business dealings, and I found that to be the case all the way through, that they've taken to us as a family. They know about our family. Some even come to our house. So I mean, it's for a small organisation, it's a big wrap for them.
So, what sort of specific services do you use in the business? Is it just accounting and tax?
Oh, in our business, we use everything. And Jane often says to me, "Gus, what plan have you got now?" And from our side of the business, where it's the accounting side of it, it's a business planning. It's also the ideas I come up with, and will it work or will it not work, and then the success that it has worked, and we have a profit. And what do we do with that profit? Well, then Evolution, they're there for us. They can tell us what we do with the profit we make, and then eventually, sooner or later, we want to reap the benefits of a successful business and retire. And they're there for that too, and they got the whole package. There's no doubt about that. Evolution have the whole package.
If somebody came to you and was looking for business advisors, what would you say to them?
I suppose when you're a person in business, people do come to you and they say, "Who do you use? Where do I go? What do I do?" And you often think, well, I don't want this to come back on me, and should I tell them or should I not? From my point of view, no hesitation whatsoever. Evolution is definitely a company that, from a recommending point of view, are a top shelf from all aspects of business.
Earlier, they do go into that detail, and you come out, everything's been covered, all your questions have been answered. You don't feel as though you're misunderstanding or, I'm not quite sure what that all means. You come out fully informed and are able to make that informed decision.
If somebody was looking for these services, what would you say to them?
I'd absolutely recommend Evolution. So.
What would you say to somebody looking for business advisors like Evolution?
Well, I think experience. You're looking for stability. As I say, the people we've been working with have been there for a long period of time. That's very handy. With that stability, they tend to know your businesses, your personalities, your exposure to risk, and those sorts of things, which help. We're probably not as dependent as a lot of small businesses, but so accountants, and I think Evolution of moving into that area of business management, of being more collaborative with businesses. As a family lawyer, and in circumstances where we're trying to work out what the pie is that's about to be divvied up, accountants, we have to work so closely with accountants, and it's then that I get the opportunity to see how small businesses depend on companies like Evolution. So
So Ray, what's your experience with Evolution Advisors? What have you learned about their business?
Okay, I've learnt they're very professional, very user friendly, and also very friendly to us as the customer, and always willing to meet your needs, and always have a good plan for you.
Now, you mentioned before they seem to have a range of services that cover all your financial needs. How have you experienced that?
Okay, well, we've moved into, as Christine said earlier, about our retirement phase, and I just think that Evolution's got a very, very good team of mixed professionals there that you can cover any aspect of your retirement or your business growth or whatever, revitalising your business, and also your tax needs as well. I found that Scott there in particular is a very, very good tax consultant, and the advice that he's gained us, in particular on my redundancy and some other property investments, being really sound tax advice. So it will help eliminate a lot of taxes.